Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between. Welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Yo, I'm almost rapping. You've seen the title, right? Manly Tears. Because in this episode, we're going to reach the conclusion of the trial. It's going to be sad. At least I think so. It's like... But anyways, last episode, we noticed that Mondo has been acting suspicious. Let's see what he has to say when we press him for more details. I'm hyped. Are you guys hyped? Let's go! Let's recap. Just a little bit. Yep.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna not knowing its weakness and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna. I might know someone who did. Oh, seriously? I think the one who may have taken the handbook into the sauna was... Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore their clothes into the sauna. It was. Mondo Owada. It was you! Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it? What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him? Mondo and Taga had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? For the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. He also wore a towel around his pompadour, which was really cool. Little did he realize, he'd left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it. No, wait, hold on. You got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual, solid proof. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Make your argument.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbooks work just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna showdown. If I could just prove that. And that will show that Mondo has, which actually be.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong! Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours? What are you talking about? What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken. That's right, the punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it. So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
Doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There's a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if you're dead, you're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. We're dead now, we said it like 4 times already. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules. Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up. Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong. Closing argument. Start! Okay, the comic. Let's put the final nail in the coffin. Chihiro packing his stuff. Celeste spots him. What does Celeste see? The jacket. Packs the bag. Makes a run for it. There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. The e-handbook. Which locker room did Chihiro go into? The boys' locker room.
Hello, Mr. Grey Dude.
Hello, Chihiro. The weapon the killer used was a dumbbell. Stuff's the stuff. Grey Dude approaches him from behind and bang! As the murder took place, some blood splattered onto something, didn't it? Yes, on the poster. Dumbbell falls, witnessing the body. Act 3, cleaning it up. To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet, as well as something else. The posters. Which locker room did the killer move to? The girls. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. Again, the posters. And so, the crime was rearranged. But then, King Pretty Boy. What was it that Byakuya brought to the murder scene? It could only have been the extension cord. What Byakuya arrived on the scene? What did he use to disguise what has happened? A bloody message. Where did the killer go after they were done? To the sauna. Throw the sauna in there. Throw the sauna. Wow. Throw the handbook in there. When the handbook got thrown into the sauna room, what happened to it? It broke. Now, here's exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him, Mr. Grey Dude. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself fell on plan. Oh.
Fuck, I messed them up. I'm so sorry.
which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act, first pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. The girls' handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much trouble. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and poster they'd brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya, King Pretty Boy, discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was disrespecting the dead, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada? Wait, no, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence, you need proof. Without any proof, you can't put any of this on him. Evidence is up Mondo is the killer. It already revealed itself earlier in the trial. We can somehow show that Mondo's handbook is right now. Where handbook? If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. The moment of truth. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. Refute you. False. You're corrupt. Whoa, we're corrupt. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. I refuse to vote. You're wrong. I won't listen. No, I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. Without any proof, you can't put any of this on him. This should prove it. If my things are first right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we could just check on each of her handbooks right now. Once we do that, well... We don't gotta do that. Huh? Yeah. I did it. I killed him. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Chihiro Fujisaki's killer is Mondo Owada. And I am very sad because I love Mondo. Anyways, let's get to the aftermath. Bro, what are you saying? I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I just gotta give up. Go ahead, Monokuma.
Get it over with.
Roger that!
Wait, hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the blanket this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Ta-da! I hate this game. I hate this game. Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The blanket that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mono Owada! Yahoo! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry, man.
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it? Well, it looks like Mono is taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the shift key to fast forward the text. Shut up, Monokuma. This story that's about to unfold is so sad that I still think about it today, and I will share it with everybody who watches this video. So you keep your black and white stuffing to yourself. Got it? I got it! Okay. Anyway, there once was a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
But no matter what, no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak. Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you will die. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secret, which of course included Chihiro's remembering secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hard shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being trusted with such a dilemma must have been sent into spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used a dreadful discovery to motivate himself to become stronger. Seriously, no one else in this franchise has done something like this to kick me in the balls. Like, you're supposed to feel despair, not hope when I screw with you.
Now's my chance. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and his body. But sadly, That would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start out exercising, he thought it would be a good idea to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell the person his secret first, and then ask him to help him from there. And the person he went to...
It was me.
Yep, sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo here was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro has always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give some courage.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever able to come close to that.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that the cover of what he done?
That could have been part of it, but I don't think this was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have to immediately begin to suspect his identity. So, we tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro? Would he also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why? Why do you...
Because, no matter what, I don't want anyone to know.
So that's what triggered it after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
It's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want to know, even if it meant killing someone! It's impossible! How many times must I repeat myself? Judge others by your own standard is the height of fun. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory, the secret that he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother! Let that sink in for a moment. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the crunchy tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Wada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Diane, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would one day have to take over the gang from his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be a leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
You gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Jones, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I gotta come out on top.
On the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but they never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep your gang together. Because it's a team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that has caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
Strong. Strong.
And yet, as soon as the killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear that I would have no problem shedding light on the secret that Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, couldn't let the other gang members find out. It happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the gold I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. That's why I...
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say. But after a while, the fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety, weighed under my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. Right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus!
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you kept the secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. Felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might have on you.
So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength that I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
Felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did you want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What do you have to tell me on that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. Stronger than you. I'm stronger than Daya. Don't remember anything after that. I woke up again and was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground.
Hey,
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. Thanks to that, I did something I could never take back.
Mondo was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weakest side away from everyone. That's what his secret. A weakness that left in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. But damn it! Look at him! You see? You're all just like him! For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood! He couldn't conceal his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't. Haha! You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say it again, I dare you! Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. That's what I want to say, but... unfortunately, I can't do it right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching. I just want to say that Kiyotaka just sweared. The ultimate moral compass just called Monokuma a son of a bitch. Man, this hits hard. Punishing? You mean execution? That's what I promised you, right? The blanket that disturbs the peace will be punished. Hold on. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Mono Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait! Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! I said wait!
I'm sorry, man. We couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another.
Okay, can I cry now? I want to cry. This makes me sad. I love Mondo. We gotta keep the viewers entertained. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Excite Bike! This is the Cage of Death! Viewing? Mondo butter, twice the fat, twice the taste. Yummy. Laugh at death, your soul will forever be at peace. Can't be my brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka said, screams evaded our skulls we were each forced to realize once again. Of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends just died. Do you realize that?
Of course I do, because this is a game of life and death.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have any response, except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm and motionless, like the voice of death itself. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
So you ignored their nighttime rule as well?
That will never matter to me. I don't recall ever agreeing to it.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue.
The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is why I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
I was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. So you think he knew the culprit from the very beginning? Indeed. But if that made the enemy, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You allowed that to liven things up? So after hearing about genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
Damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who really done it, it would have been dead too, right?
Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned to me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I have to watch out for.
That was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, we're done listening to your stupid story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
Oh, I'm next?
Perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you, you know. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to viewers all over the world.
You're over-exaggerating.
I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair. And maybe a little comedy.
What do you mean by that?
Mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid detail. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. I'm the noble son of a noble family, and surely you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand? In the name of the Tokami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion. Ooh, so cool! It's like you're the main character on a video game or something! No trash mob for you! I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you! Temper! Sounds like someone needs a nap! Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, and our friendship, it felt like it all amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how the girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. There's one thing I'd like to ask you. As long as you don't want to know my bust size, fire away! Who is it? The 16th high-skilled student
I mean,
A 16th high school student, huh? Gah! My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but that's super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. The end. Surviving students and to be continued. You received the crazy diamond present, which is Mondo's jacket. Oh my god, I am so sad right now, dude. I love Mondo. And then he had to, he just had to die. Boo-hoo, cry, so sad. But anyways, that will wrap up chapter 2. And that means that I will see you in the next video at chapter 3. Later!